Rico, you put the drip on this.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's been a minute since I did a little video. I'm finally gonna try to dive into some of these like vocal technique, whatever kind of thing. First one I'm gonna do is telephone effect for Adlibs, because I don't really see a lot of those, and I feel like people do it like just super basic, like EQ preset or whatever, which is fine because that's where I start too. But I think there's more to that to add that you can do, because sometimes the telephone stuff can be really almost too telephony, if that makes sense. Like, it just doesn't sound good, and it's like way too piercing. I'll get like mixes from other people that want to add like verses or something, and then like they'll send me the 2-track bounce with an open verse or what the case is, and like they'll do that telephone effect or something, and it's like just piercing, or it just doesn't sound good, or it sounds muffled. It doesn't even sound like a telephone effect. Like, it's like almost there but not there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be more active too, so keep subscribing. I see like a few people hit my Waves link or whatever. Basically, if you purchase through my Waves link that I'll leave in the description, you'll get 10% off your purchase or whatever. So shout out to you guys, because that will just go back into the channel, and then I'll be able to like buy plugins right now for like Waves or whatever, and then do reviews on them and stuff like that. Yeah, let's get to it. This song is by an artist that I work with frequently. His name's Rohenix. I'll leave the I'll leave the links and stuff in the description. He's on every platform and stuff. I'm not gonna play the song just because it's not out, but I'm just gonna do the ad-libs. I typically right away go for like auto pan. If you guys aren't familiar with that, if you're not from Pro Tools or whatever, basically it's literally what the title is. It just automatically pans to however you set it, so left and right, because sometimes artists want the vocal, like the ad-libs, to be just as prominent as the as the lead vocal. So I just use auto pan to kind of get that out of the way of the lead vocal, so it doesn't mash up with it or like take the listener away from the lead vocal, which is like super important. So I usually just do auto pan, or sometimes I'll manually do it, because sometimes auto pan just doesn't do it. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes it doesn't sound right to me. It almost sounds too panny, I guess. So I just go in and like, manually do it or whatever with automation. So Adlibs, just to achieve it, that's what I use. Kind of fixed it to what I like for a starting point. But basically, yeah, all this is, if you have Pro Tools, it's just the telephone 2 or 1 of those. Let me see. I think it's 1. Nope, it's definitely 2. All right. Anyway, so definitely 2. And yeah, presets are cool because you can just start from there. So let's see what they sound like now. See, like, that's cool. Obviously, it sounds super telephony. This like used to not hurt my ears, and now like it's like super piercing to me, which is crazy because I used to never be bothered by it, and then like over the past couple years, like I guess my ear has gotten more sensitive and gotten better, I would hope, and I don't really like that anymore. So I kind of adjusted it to this. So it's a little bit more open, and like the presence is still in the vocal, because also the ad-libs are a vibe, especially now. And it's like, you don't want them to be too thin, but you also don't want them to be like too thick like the lead vocals can be. So yeah, usually I'll start off with this, and I always leave an insert ahead of it. I think my new template that I have, I finally added this. You can use any amp simulator for this. I just use the Sans amp because it sounds good right off the bat. And then I'll bypass the EQ so you can hear what this is doing too. So that's really what that's doing. And obviously it's like super muffled, I guess. But then when you add the EQ that I've created, and then obviously, yes, I know this is also piercing too, but then at that point I just, adjust to everything. But this is just like something quick I threw up or whatever. Basically my point is, I think adding an amp to telephone makes it sound more, it just sounds doper to me, if that's even a real word, doper. Someone let me know if doper is a real real word.
Tell somebody
But
I
it just sounds
did
like cooler too, is what I'm saying. And basically, I got that idea from like The Weeknd. I don't know if if his engineer actually did that or whoever he was working with at the time. Forgot what song it was, but there's like a few songs actually where it sounds like there's an amp on it. I could totally be wrong, but that's just what I was hearing, and that's where I got the idea from. And I'm sure like I'm definitely seen people use this technique before. This is not anything new.
Tell somebody I did it.
So let's say like this is what we went for, and this is what I like. Once I got that, then I'll add let me get rid of these two. I'll add a compressor, and I'll just like compress the shit out of it.
Tell somebody I did it.
Sometimes I'll even like literally do this, and I don't even care.
Tell somebody
And then I
I
just gain it.
did it.
I do that because sometimes to my ear, and it probably is, or I could just totally be an idiot, but it seems like it tames this like high like mid a little bit, because without it, it would be like
Tell somebody
it's just like really peaky, especially like on the attacks of the word, like on tell, when he says tell,
Tell somebody
and then I put it on.
Tell
See,
somebody
like it just really, and obviously yes, it's because it's compressing a lot, but sometimes I'll just like
Tell somebody
and then even doing this could be crazy too, because it'll let go too quick.
Tell somebody
Sounds cool though, but then it sounds a little too pumpy. Pumpy.
Tell somebody
That's cool too though. Yeah, so I would definitely say these three things is like key. So before,
Tell somebody
and then with this,
Tell somebody
super muffled, then you make it not muffled,
Tell somebody
but you're still getting like that edge and like that. I think I usually keep like the preamp side cranked on, yeah, or the amp side, and it just makes it more gritty. And then obviously doing that, you know, you're adding some kind of like distortion to it, so it really sticks out on smaller speakers, and just in general it'll stick out a little bit more than just having like this.
Tell somebody
It just sounds like thin and airy, which is cool, but
Tell somebody
just more of like a Weekend vibe to me, I guess. And then just smashing with a
Tell
compressor.
somebody I did it.
But yeah, it's just like mostly just like going crazy with them and making them sound crazy or whatever. So I just want to do a quick little video on that and show that off. Let me know any other video. I'm trying to do, like I said, I'm trying to do more videos where I can like actually go through like a mix, but I just need to get permission from people, and sometimes it's hard. Hit your boy up, subscribe, share, like, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next, or tell me how terrible this tip was, because I don't really care. Shout out to YouTube and Pro Tools and UA and Waves. Keep using that link, support the channel. Deuces.
Rico, you put the drip on this.